HiRevz Media is sponsored by Born to Ride Motorcycle Magazine. Check out borntoride.com. All right, guys, this is what I'm talking about. This is one of the designs that we came up with, and Chris Williams, it's kind of his bike that we kind of went with. So it's the FXRT Fitment Crew. There's this shirt and a few other designs that are pretty cool. This is one of the other designs that we came up with, FXRT or Die, which is just kind of funny. FXRT Fairing on this side, skull, teeth on there. Pretty neat design. We got these in t-shirts and stuff. There's some hoodies and some other stuff on there. If there's anything else that y'all want to see or design on a different product, there's all kinds of hundreds of products that I can put these designs on. So just shoot me a message on there and just let me know, and we can get that figured out. This is one thing I think is really cool, is the old school Harley Davidson script stickers for the FXRP police fairings. So at the bottom corner of the fairing, they had Harley Davidson in. Well, this is that same script, same design, but it's got the group name, FXRT Fitment Crew, which is kind of cool. Now, these are slightly bigger, so if you had ugly Harley ones that were getting old and came off, this will actually cover that a little bit. So you don't have to worry about that. And then there's a small edge of white. And the Harley ones were cut right at the black line. These have, less than 1/8 of an inch of extra material, and you can kind of see that on there. So, and then there's a couple other designs that we've got. So get on there and check that out. All right, guys, I'm starting to sand on this one. Daddy is wet sanding the black and getting it smooth. And then we're going to end up clearing that with 2K clear. And then this is going to get sanded. And then we've got plastic adhesion promoter, which is a clear primer, essentially. We've got some automotive grade primer over there, just light gray primer. Yeah, here's some more. Right here, some really good stuff. And then we've got the 2K clear to go on top of everything, as well as our Polaris solar red paint. So this was mixed up exactly for us. They don't have this on the shelf, so we had to wait a few weeks to get it in. And we did do a test panel over here just to kind of see. And it doesn't come with clear on it, or clear mixed in rather. So it did not look right at all until we started putting some clear on it. And now you can see it's much closer here. So we're curious to see how it looks when it's all laid out and cleared over. Hopefully it'll match pretty good. But yeah, we're just gonna keep working. All right, guys, so I got it sanded down all over and got some final wash on here. Gonna wipe it all down, get all the wax and grease and stuff like that off of there, and then hit it with the adhesive promoter. So we're about to spray the adhesive promoter there, and wax and grease remover is finally drying up. So as soon as that gets completely dry, we'll hit it with this, and then that'll be the first layer down. And then we'll let that dry, tack up for a little bit, and then hit it with some primer. All right, guys, so I hit it with about 3 coats of the other stuff, and the last coat being fairly heavy. Waited about 10 minutes, and then this is the first light coat of primer. All right, there's the second coat. Looking pretty good. All right, now it's starting to get there. Looking pretty good. All right, guys, about to start throwing some color on here. A little bit nervous about this, but let's hope it lays down good. Nice wide tip. All right, there's the first layer of red. So wait a couple minutes. It's already starting to flatten out. And then we'll hit it with some more red, and hit it with some clear. A little bit nerve-wracking. All right, there's the second coat. And it's actually laying down pretty good. Luckily this part is metallic, but it can be flat, so you don't have to worry about streaking it as much. So a little blotchy maybe right there. So I'm gonna hit it with another coat, and this can is running out quick. Hoping I got enough to do another coat. So this is an expensive can, it's like $55 shipped. So definitely don't wanna waste it. Or have this screw up. But it's looking all right. Well, that's it. This can is pretty much done besides a tiny little bit in the bottom. And the can's not designed very well because there's still a little bit of paint in here. And I was keeping it completely flat and it was still sputtering a little bit. So I was able to get out the blotchiness on this side, and I was trying to finish out the coat, and then came back and a little bit of blotchiness came in right here because it started going just barely spraying. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. It laid down pretty good. Let's just hope the clear goes well. And if that works, then we should be good. So I'm gonna move this down and then put the other side on here so we can clear both at the same time, and hopefully we have enough to do that. Whew. All right, guys, now it's time for the 2K clear, and it's clear glamour. So it does say to not to smoke it, which I think is very odd. Does somebody want to smoke this? Maybe huff it, but not smoke it. Definitely don't swallow it. Shake for 2 minutes, pull the red cap off, push it in the bottom, right, upside down, puncture there, shake it for 2 more minutes, and then wiggle it back and forth for 10 inches. No, I'm just kidding. Keep it 10 inches away, go back and forth, spray evenly, wear a mask, because this has isocyanates, which are very bad for you. So this is what's going next. So shaking her up, we're about to pop the cap and shake her some more, and then get spraying. All right, guys, it's ready to go. Got the 2 pieces out here together now. I'm gonna start hosing them down with some clear and pray and hope for the best. Let's do a thin coat first, just all over, and then we'll do heavier and heavier. All right, there's the first coat, and obviously it looks blotchy because it's first little thin coat, but we'll keep going. It's already looking better though. All right, there's the second coat, a little bit thicker, see a little more shine in it, so keep going. All right, guys, there's the third coat overall, and I mean, we're outside, so it does have a little bit of trash in it, but it's getting pretty clean looking, pretty slick looking. And then this is the black. It's looking pretty good also. So that was the first heavy coat, but the third coat overall, so it's looking pretty good. Well, last of the can, so it just ran out on me. And I got most of the way across on this fourth one, and it ran out on me at the very end, so I'm trying my best to force it to keep going. And in the process, I got a bunch of heavy spots that squirted out. So I got some runs on this side that'll have to be polished if we can, so we'll see. Show you what it looks like. So this was the fourth pass, which looked pretty good overall. I mean, you're starting to see a reflection in here now. And then this is where it started to run out on me. It started to drop in spots, so there's a run there. It's a little bit of blotchiness, and then another run down here. They're not terrible. Luckily, they're on the quote unquote ugly side of the bike. Down the side that's down on the kickstand, right? So this is the side you want to make it really look good while it's on the kickstand. But this is it. I mean, we're out of paint pretty much all the way around, so just have to rock it, and we'll polish it out. And about had a butterfly land on it. We'll polish it out, and hopefully we got plenty of layers on here. So, but try to make that work. It's a little bit disappointing because it came out so well everywhere else that it were to screw up. Kind of sucks, but it looks pretty good.